Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age Mythology Replay. Spawned on the right side as the blue Nuwa? Nuwa. We got Andreuccino de Melendez. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And spawning is right Freyr, we have Kiber. Kiber. Wow, I cannot speak today. Right now, my apartment is quite warm, my AC is down, so I'm not at a comfortable temperature at the moment. When it comes to the next map, we do have the Ship of Fingernails for a bit of food generation. We got the Kiber of Apollo, making villagers faster. Over here, we do have the Trojan Gate Hinge, making your walls have 40% increased health, which is pretty useful since how narrow these choke points are. And the last relic's way down over here, we do have the Ankh of Ra. Give a bit extra trickle of favor. We do have, what's this research? Creates a Kufted Chieftain. We do have the age up there, going for the Ho2, gave access to a Con Key, a hybrid flying and ground unit. And Red's not queued up his age up, going for Uller, gets access to Draugr, as well as to the Asgardian Bastion God Power, so you get some early fortresses, which can give you access to early Huskarls. And it seems like Chinese players tend to go for a good number of Fire Archers lately. So that could be a great way to counter the Fire Archers. Can counter ranged unit. Granted, counter Fire Archers or counter infantry, but Huskarls do have high range resist. Of course, it does also get Draugr, one of the few sources of pierce damage that Norse can get. Asgardian Bash is being deployed in the background. It will take a little bit of time to get it actually up and going. 180 seconds. Blue has gone for a forward town center. There's the Con Key. Some initial military units deployed on the field could be used to help aid its construction. We do have a settlement going on up here. And this town center should be pretty safe, good for the trade potential. So maybe some early traders wouldn't be half bad idea. If it's coming from me, it's probably an entirely terrible idea. Red can do the same, but does have an opening here. Looks like Red is digging in. We do have abundance being researched. Increase the amount of resource earned, so it gets dropping off resource generate 5% more, so you get 5% increased income across the board. And there's Asgardian Hill Fort. You can see here he will have access to the Huskarls and also get a research to get some early portable rams. As the Con Key is there, get some damage there. The Draugr gets some decent defense. He does have a bit of divine damage to him as well as pierce damage. And it looks like a bit of a fat slob being established there. Skarls push away forward. We do have a number of pioneers. Armory, military camps, and all that sort. Con King engaging does have 22 damage. Nice little burst there. Herseer able to help win the fight. Draugr took severe damage, but it is a ranger, so it's easier to keep that a lot safe. Got some Dowel Swordsman, a beefy frontline unit, as well as a number of pioneers here. We have an age up going for Gumang. Give access to Tao Wu, which is a slow-moving, head-butting, heavy myth unit. And we've got over here, Ager. Give access to the Rock Giant, a very powerful giant variant, which has a bit of a taunt effect. Ring Oath. Reduce the favor cost for Asgardian Bastions. So now the goes for 100, from 100 favor down to 40, so now he can pull out more Asgardian Bastions quickly. And there are some research where Freyr can get some food generation per Asgardian Bastion. Very nice. Nice little bit of food trickle, never hurts. So both sides just equaling up. Red has a small defensive force there. Red's now pushing way forward, has the Rock Giant with this formation. Only one hearse here, good number of Ulfsarks. Maybe eyeing for this town center. Right now, Blue has a significant amount of resources, probably just trying to age up. Trying to age up the Gong Gong, give access to Qing Long, the Water Dragon. And Blue right now, or Red, has decent amount of food, not enough gold to age up. Don't know if Asgardian Bastions count as a unit upgrade. Can't highlight it to figure it out. Earthen walls now established, which Red could take those out pretty quickly. Rock Giant does have a bit of crush damage to it. Tao Wu moving around. It is pretty oversetted for its capabilities, so that's a good amount of siege damage. It's an overall siege unit. Concept built. Red needs to start engage to this force. Tao Wu taking a decent amount of damage to this Herseers does bring a mirror image of a Mountain Giant. Doesn't last too long though. We've also got a market on the front line. Gong Gong being researched now. Aegis Bounter radiates from your town center hill forts. Beating them to heal nearby units and automatic generate food. I think each... Yeah, okay, it looks like it got slightly nerfed. Provides 0.5 food. I think before it was 1. 0.5 is effectively a villager. A little bit less than a villager. Actually more close to a half villager. Red has queued on up Validar, which gives access to Fafnir, the Gold Dragon. You can see all these walls have taken a bit of damage there, so I think destroy 5 wall segments, a bit more than that, and they'll all collapse. Rock Giant taking some damage there. There's the age up. All the earthen walls are going down. There's the snare effect. Red got distracted and does kill off that gazelle. Tao Wu does engage the town center. It does have excellent crush damage. And now the champion cavalry being queued on up for blue as well. It does have access to the Great Flood. There is the Tempest being brought in from red. Those lose. There's the Exploding Wolf. Inferno. Blue's slowly being whittled down. Need some Gobi to engage the Water Dragon. There's the Great Flood. Knocking back a decent amount of infantry units there. A couple of these Tao Wu did get frozen by the Tempest. Some Gobi now being fought in the field as well. We do have a number of the white horse cavalry. Jarls have been fought in the field as well. They just cavalry that just hits hard and are beefy. Red's trying to build this town center once again. Long only has range damage, but it does horrible versus buildings. It has no siege damage. And since it's range damage, it does like 99 or 90% less damage to structures. It does get taken out by all the cavalry. Some Earthmen are going to be necessary to help deal with these guys. Heavy Tiger Cavalry does have anti-cavalry damage. We have now Twilight the Guards being researched. Human soldiers get plus 10% hit points. It gets additional damage versus heroes. So he has access to anti-hero technology. Additionally, he still has access to Gillen Bersetti, which could have been very useful if on this town center. It would be a super beefed up fighter to go along with him. You now got the champion cavalry being. Wait, I thought she sort of researched that. Maybe I'm mistaken. And 3 of the water dragons being queued on up. And our fire archers being queued on up. Ozark over there causes some issues. It was building a good number of these Baolis, the fortresses for the Chinese. Town center is built as well. It looks like I got a spam message, but luckily my automod blocked it. Fafnir now push way forward as well. Water Dragon spewing some water to put out the fire of the Gold Dragon. Red's push way forward as well. Got a number of Gobi here. Quinlong's getting shot down by all these Gobi. We're getting ripped apart there. He has proper anti-aircraft there. Guys with pointy sticks. Red's now engaged in this town center. Quickly could be destroyed. Mage one try to reclaim it, can get out the Gillen Bersetti. Looks like all the dragons have been shot down. Got Fafnir still going off strong. Fafnir is an overstated mid unit, but does give its value in gold upon death to his opponent. Asgard and Bastion being fought in the field somewhere. Where? I'm not sure. A number of champion raiding cavalry on the field. With all the cavalry on the field, he probably should get out some Erdmen. They do bonus infantry range and cavalry. So he's decided to counter out some great Jarls. These champion white horse cavalry do cost not too terribly expensive, cost 130. They do consume 3 population. These Jarls do cost 130 as well. Oh, champion tiger cavalry costs 165. Great Jarls do cost 3 population as well. Trevor rolls just do 15.5. Tiger Cavalry does 18 damage, so they're just far superior. Of course, they do have dismount effect upon death. The Great Jarls are not particularly good of counters in situation. I'm trying to think of what they have advantage over. They have 314 health. The Champion Cavalry do have 240 health, but of course that dismount effect. Got some bullets being deployed on the field. The number of Ulfsarks deployed on the field as well. More cavalry being deployed on the field. You've got some Ox Caravan, more Jarls. There are now legendary Jarls rather than great Jarls, so they have gotten even more stats. Or Fear of the Fallen gives Berserk's death boost. Should be some openings here around those walls. Good enough these cavalry are quite wounded. And now these gatherers are being pursued. Cavalry push way forward, taking out good number of the gatherers, which will free up some population for Freyr. Freyr has 210 max population since he has fortified towns. Blue has not researched fortified towns, so he has less. She has less population. Got a decent amount of health regen there, thanks to that effect. Fortified Counselor is still alive. Nuwa does bring in. Oh no, the Gillen Bersetti from Red, from Freyr. Nuwa may just want to fall back because the Gillen Bersetti is a very powerful asset. Counselor is getting repaired on up. Blue's collecting it from this gold deposit for Fuwa. Or Nuwa. You know, those names all mixed up. Gillen Bersetti's push way forward, so has plenty of duration. Red's on to fall back. Going for some throwing Axemans. Gillen Bersetti has gone down. Another Asgardian faction being put on the field. Where? I'm not sure. Up here. Another Queen Long Water Dragon straight forward. Blue has not yet deployed out any more Erdmen to engage all the cavalry. Decent number of fire archers on the field. Blue is trying to break, does make a crack open. Red does still have a decent military force in the field, unless it's bugged out. Long does go down. A number of Ulfsarks are up there. Build some walls over there just to prevent landings, I guess. More Ballista does go down. And more Quinn Long being put on the field, so got a massive number of dragons being summoned. Fire archers engaging the heavy ballista. Got some more research being queued on up. Got the Shakers of Heaven, give hero hit points, and more bonus time versus Smith units. Temporous Storm reduces your cost of your heroes and reduces their ability recharge time by 20%. Not bad. Makes our heroes even better. Blue has still pretty good domination of the map. Red does manage to get over here through a transport ship. Got still these allegedly stone walls. Double layered right over here. Still got holes on these with these allegedly stone walls. Who's also now researching up vibrant land.
Yo.
Just curious about some of these research. Yep. We got some siege crossbows being established. We got another Asgardian faction being established somewhere. Red's now pushing forward. Gobi trying to take out the water dragons. Red's forces are charging way forward. Throwing axemen not too particularly great. They're not fighting against any infantry, so I'm not sure why he's planning on throwing axemen this a large number.
Yo.
More of the cavalry charging way forward for blue. Red's not going for some boiling oil as well. Nope, no Asgardian Bastion there, just some idle ox carts. So I'm not sure where that... Looks like Quinlong heading over here. They won't be able to take out the markets, they'll be able to take out the ox carts, no problem. There's a Jorman Elver. He looked like he actually made deploy that one in the field. Or he just got enough population space where it got spawned for free. There's some Ulfsarks or Huskarls engaged with some of these villagers, taking them out. And I've got some of these Gobies now respawning. Can this guy hit air? Yes, he can. Does it do poison? Doesn't appear it does do poison. Wait, how did Batarams... Okay, Batarams took out a town center. Oh, I just realized something. How did I miss this? There are 8 fortresses there. Holy crap, that's an infestation. How did I miss that? He hasn't really been utilizing it all too much, just doing some nice little harassments. Of course, Red's not been deploying on proper counter. Does finally go some Erdman here to gauge the cavalry. Raiding cavalry be perfect fine, as well as Huskarls engage the fire archers. Ulfsark should be relatively avoided trying to engage the fire archers. We got also the siege crossbow. Really trying to build this town side there. Huskarls trying to stop them. And here's well, all of these wooden fortresses, each one's providing 0.5 food per second, so that 8 fortresses is effectively 4 food per second. In other words, what, 4 villagers on farms? Well, even better than that. So, spamming fortresses is actually not a bad thing for Freyr, just so he can get out a lot of extra food generation. He does have only bronze weapons. He can go for more damage there. He does have crenellations, increasing their damage versus cavalry, which actually will be useful since his opponent's been pulling a large amount of cavalry. Does he have masons? Doesn't appear to have Masons research, so probably should get out Masons in order to get extra help on these buildings. But a handful of units are in the region, so just being very useful. He has to send a full designated siege force to take this stuff out. Right now pushing over here. We've got these forces rotating around trying to engage them. Number of Blue's villagers going down. The advanced giant villagers. Whoops. Ready cavalry push way forward. Got some battering rams pushing way forward as well. Heavy portable battering ram. Number raiding cavalry there. Right now, both sides have a decent force. Now this red is max out population. Blue is not. I don't think blue has researched. Oh, researching Titan Gate on one of those. Yep, has looks like. Oh, can China not get fortified town centers? Wait, no, the fortified town center is right there. I don't know why we missed that. That was the level 2 building health research. Either way, red's now push away forward, gains good damage. And blue has now to put out a Titan Gate. Titan Gate being built here with a number of the Kafus. It'll take approximately 160 seconds. Go for more pioneers. Res now research his own Titan Gate. Falling back to the fortress there, just get a bit of healing going. Res now push forward once again, has some siege units in support. Got more of these cavalry push forward, more pagodas being summoned. Red's Titan Gate is still being researched. Blue has a bit of favor stored on up. And now hitting the town center with the ballista. Cavalry engaging the ballista now. Thank you for the follow, Apiotos1. My apologies for butchering your name. I butchered it well enough it can be served on your plate. More pagodas being summoned. Taking out some more of these heavy cavalry there. Another Asgardian bash being summoned. Not sure where. These units push way forward. Battering rams trying to take out the town centers. A lot of queued up units for blue. Titan Gate should almost be complete. Another 10 seconds. And now do have more of the naval myth units for being summoned by red. There's the Titan for blue. We got a turtle here. Okay, there's a bit of a naval myth unit war. I have really no idea about all the naval myth units. I think the Jormungandr is a high DPS naval myth unit. With a Chewin, appears to be mix of siege, mix of not. Regenerative shield, okay, it's a durability one, and we've got the turtle here which is probably the healthy one. But here comes a Titan. Red's Titan Gate is on the field now. We do have Avenging Spirit being queued on up for her Seers, get more damage per strike. Oh, did Titans always able to just walk through walls? I don't remember that. I guess I'm so used to not Retold Edition. I love how they actually improve some of the effects of Titans in Retold. Now they can just crush through walls, they can walk through water, they're amphibious. Titans were good, now they feel like Titans. And plus they can ignore ground collisions so they don't get trapped as easily. A lot of good quality life changes for Titans. Can't fat slob in front of Titans. Can't, they're usable in naval maps. And also they're a bit more healthy as well. Rather than 17,000 health, they have 2,000 or 28,000. Got a number of myth units here to help engage Titans. Going for the backline force, not a bad idea. This Titan Gate is right here. Another 20 seconds. Does knock back all those forces. Get some good strikes there. Another Asgardian Bastion now pulled on the field. And now the Norse Titans pulled on the field. Blue's Titan's falling back. He's taking some damage. I don't think there's any way for the Chinese player to heal it up. In non-Retold Edition, regular Gold Edition, the only way you can heal up Titans is with Mythic Rejuvenation for the Atlanteans. Blue's Titans push away for running away. Red's Titan is advancing. Red's Titan will win this exchange just because he has more health. They have the same damage, they're effectively the same sets. Though he does actually have more base health from something. Does have access to Berserk. What? Okay, just boost death boost. Red's army's advancing. Red's Titan needs to engage Blue's Titan. There goes all of Red's units knocked back there. But luckily, he does have AoE health, and we got a great flood there, but got caught up on some of the water. Ironic. So only some units got knocked back there. Getting some good hits there. Now they're charging way forward. Decent amount of damage there. Red's Titan's taking some beatings, but Blue's is almost down. Red's Herseers could just help out Red's Titan. And Blue's Titan does go down, leaving Red's Titan uncontested now. Red should be hyper-aggressive with his Titan. He has a massive advantage here. Blue is deploying out a massive number of Pioneers to engineer the defeat of the Titan. Does destroy the scaffolding immediately. More of the scaffolding going down. Does it destroy farms? Aw, it doesn't destroy farms in the same manner. It should. Looks like it's trying to escape out in the water, which should be frozen pretty quickly. Nice and chilled. Perfect time to go for a dip, especially in the more, what's it called? Desert, arid terrain, savanna land that we're in. And Red's also rolling out these trading caravans, causing more issues there. Red's still advancing over here, pulling more walls, creeping his way forward. More Asgardian Bastions being summoned there. Ox carts or mechanical ox caravans now being sent back. Pioneers here in very good numbers. Right now they do have time travel multiplier versus myth units. Red's now pushing over here as well, but not making good enough headway overall. More fire archers, more of the Tiger Cavalry. Another Asgardian Bastion summoned. Looks like right there. Oh, looks like the pagoda can stun titans. Don't think it should. Number of forearms got crushed there, but looks like the titan will go down. And blue just has a lot of infrastructure over here. Red still has a good amount of infrastructure here. Another Asgardian Bastion. Blue, red's trying to obtain this town center there, which can be very useful. Adaram engaged, and of course is engaged by Pioneers, and also getting a decent amount of health regen there. And blue has surrendered. As Angrade saying, keep watching, and on to the next replay.